Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my practice. Tonight I thought I'd practice live streaming to YouTube, just to see if I can remember how to do it. Plus, we're always trying new things. For the last couple of weeks, I've been recording a lot of my practices and throwing them up on this channel. Oops, we're on private. We don't want to be on private. Okay. Here we are. Now we're public. We're here on WBIG.Tv on YouTube. Just to try it out. Haven't done it in forever. I don't know if I've ever done it. My name's Goldman. I'll be your piano practicer tonight. The show emanates from Buffalo, New York, downtown in the heart of the core government, business, lounge district. And I might be the only one downtown. I see a few cars going by out the window. Ooh, yeah. Special shout out to Mr. London and Gaia. I can give you different camera angles tonight because I am not using my smartphone. Tonight I am using the old studio gear. Watch this. See? We call this the hair cam. Geez, I don't even have a part in my hair. It's because I'm not using any product. I got that hair cam to point that out. Okay, we'll go back to the corner cam. Here's a far cam. Well, that's outside. That's what it looks like outside the window here on Tony Delaware Avenue near Niagara Square. And this is the view from, hi everybody. Luckily the lights are kind of low and you can't see all the junk in the room. This is the lounge. It's looking kind of utilitarian right now. It's very utilitarian. It's a very handy room. I've been using it to do some cool stuff all week, which we'll be announcing one of these days. I don't like to announce things till they're done anymore, you know? I don't like to talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm tired of that. So is everybody else. across the room. Sorry about that. Here we go. I'd like to say hello to somebody, but I actually cannot because there are no viewers. There's one viewer. I think that's me. It says one playback. Maybe somebody is out there. If you're out there, give me a shout on the... I'll show you how this works. We've got chatting here. Let's see if this works. There. I just said hi. That's me, WBIG.Tv. So if anybody's out there, which there isn't, I don't think, then you can type something back. I'm doing this because it's fun, and also Mr. London kind of pushed me into it by getting excited. He thought it would be fun to do a live. But where is he? You're on lockdown. Where can you be? How far can you be? When your lips touch mine, I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love, and so is love. What they used to mean. They were once inspired, now they're just routine. I'm afraid the masquerade and so is love. Ooh, and so is love. I guess I'll have to play Pagliacci and get myself a clown's disguise. Pagliacci, with tears in my eyes. You look the same. you're all about the same. But my heart says no, 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 you're not the same. I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love. Ooh, and so is love. Thank you, everybody. If you're watching this, then you're probably watching it as a rerun, which is great. You get extra points for that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. You're watching Launch Academy practice. Ooh. I'm pretty blues challenged. Mr. London is here. Mr. London is in the house. How are you, sir? How's the picture? I got the settings up pretty high. It says excellent connection. It's an even better connection now that we got Mr. London in the house. Look what I can do. I can do my hair cam. I have so much power with this equipment. Here's from across the room. You can see a flicker of light in the corner on the left. See that? That's the fireplace. It's nice and cozy in here. It's a pretty good gig. Here's the split cam, but it's a little screwy because the corner cam is on its side because I'm trying to make it look like a smart cam, like a phone, just for fun. And I got it to do it. But now it's sideways. Oh, good. Thanks, Mr. London. Yeah, theoretically, everything should be better, including the sound. But you know, it's getting hard to compete with a smart cam. It's unbelievable how good those things are. This equipment used to totally blow them away. Now it's like, gee, yeah, this is a great place, the old mansion here. I'm working on a secret project for it. I could see it from here. In the other room, I've got a mock-up in the other room. I've been throwing teasers out to my friends on Facebook, driving them crazy because they know I like to come up with new enterprises. What other artists do with clay and oils, I do with new business entities. That's my art form. Just to launch them and try them a few times. So I'm having fun with this latest one. But nobody knows what it is yet. I'm having fun now because I'm into I've transitioned into the design part. Design in terms of the way like car companies talk about design, which is not the engineering part. I'm pretty much past the engineering part. I was working on that all summer. I'm into the design phase, which is fun, which is the artistic, the looks of the thing, the graphics attached to it, color schemes, textures, the look, the impact, the clothing and things that go along with it, the costumes, so to speak. I guess you could call them costumes, because I consider my businesses here at the mansion to be performance theater, where the customers are the players, unwitting players in the performance art. Unwitting at first because they don't know they're walking into it, but then fortunately with my past endeavors, they've taken to it and they become real hams, and we live stream them and stuff. So this one is it's adapted to the times that we're in. That's why the lounge looks a bit utilitarian. As you can see there's stuff around. There's a cutting board, one of those self-healing cutting boards that artists use. Those are cool. You can cut into them. It's on the table there. Probably can't make it out, but it's got some wood blocks sitting on it. Nobody will figure this out. I've thrown out some great hints on Facebook, and people are just like dying to know. Well, I'll have to look that place up, Mr. London, the Chase Park Plaza Hotel. This place has this is an old survivor from the Civil War. And Buffalo has a lot of them, in nicer ones, in even better shape, and bigger, a few blocks over, There's some beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods where these things have survived. This one's unique because it's in the heart of downtown, where it's the only one left that survived, and it's kind of in the way of modern times, which makes it that much more special. So everybody always keeps coming up with their own ideas of what to do here, like what kind of parking ramp to build or convention center. Somehow they fall like toy soldiers lined up against the old mansion. Once again, each time it survives. And they fail. from the audience? Yeah, well, thank you. Maybe we could pick something out of the book to practice our fake reading skills. Always keep playing. So even when you're screwing around looking for a song. I was doing all right, oh yeah. Nothing but rainbows in my sky. I was doing all right till you came by. Had no cause to complain. Life was as sweet as apple pie. Never noticed the rain till you came by. Now, whenever you're around, can't sleep at night and suffer all the day. I just keep on wondering if life has come big wonder. But when you hold me tight, tingling all through, I feel somehow I was doing all right, but I'm doing better than ever now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, better than ever now. Gershwin, should have known. From the Goldman Follies. What a great era that was. The 30s, right? Oh, that's very nice of you, Mr. London. Appreciate the vote of confidence. It was in the key of G. You don't have to learn. You know, you were asking about that 60 chord systems. It's actually not a big deal to learn those. I mean, it takes a little doing, but I suggest you do learn the voicings for the 60 chords, but you don't have to learn to apply them in 12 keys. That book talks about John Mohegan, who was brilliant and very clever at putting that system together when he was at, I think, Juilliard in the 50s. He wrote that book that you just ordered yesterday. Yeah, just go to that 60 chord system, learn that. Now, he talks about learning everything, the importance of learning everything in 12 keys. Well, he was wrong on that, because the way the standards have gone in the last 70 years, there's common keys for all this stuff. You got, just learn to play, get familiar with keys from 1 sharp up to 3 flats, right? So C, G, 1 sharp, C, no, anything. And then F, 1 flat, 2 flats, B flat, 3 flats, the people's key of E flat. You could add A flat to that too, 4 flats, because you do see it. You never see anything else unless it's modulating in a bridge, which doesn't happen very often. Blue Moon, I think, is a case in point, where the bridge, you feel like jumping off the bridge when you hit it, and it goes into B or something. No big deal though. You could work, those out anyway. So, you don't have to practice. He gives you a lot of songs in there as symbols, which is kind of cool. But I really think it's a waste of time to go through and learn these things in, G sharp and stuff. It's crazy. It just, unless you're going to be this like studio session, amazing person where they pay a big bucks to come in, they throw all kinds of amazing things in front of you and you just go. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about doing standards, usually where you're playing solo or with a trio. So the only time you get into crazy keys is you get a vocalist that wants to like split, we need this up a semitone, this a semitone. Then you got to transpose or just tell them they're out of luck, Pick a user-friendly key. Yeah, you got it. But there's a difference between the keys and the chords, okay? Because you'll use almost all those chords, the 60-chord system. You will use them because you do a lot of chord substitutions and chromatic moves to where you're harmonizing. All those you get into all the. See, you want to have them. They only teach you with this system. You learn 2 voicings per chord. An open voicing and a closed voicing, and those are your go-to fundamental foundation for everything you do forever after that. Like that'll always be the minimum harmonizing you do, and so it's a great. You'll always sound good with those, and then you take off, and then you start to develop your own minor changes to those, and naturally, I do it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, those transpose buttons. Yeah, there you go. If somebody wants some weird key, just transpose. I used to do that. You're guaranteed to have some very memorable, embarrassing moments when you rely on that transpose button. Though I have one. I was playing with a rock band. These guys were all much more experienced than me, which is why I was using my transpose thing. And they throw us all these songs to learn, right? And of course, we had a singer that was fussy about the keys. And so anyway, I'd have to really work, like I'd spend all night learning the new song and writing them all out for the synth parts and everything. Then we go to practice or to perform, and they go, no, let's move it up a step, and it's like, oh man, this is a lot of work, so screw that. I've got everything all written out. So I would just change it, move the lever, which is fine, right? Then they call the next song, and you launch into it, and you're in a different key, and everyone's giving you a really dirty look. I'll never forget those looks. We're talking back, this memory is burned in my mind since 1983. That's how long it stays with you. But anyway, it depends what you're doing. Depends what your job is, what kind of stuff you want to do. If you're going to be accompanying singers a lot, definitely learn to transpose. Everyone should learn to transpose. I'm lousy at it. I understand the process, but I'm just lazy, and I haven't had to do it because I'm a solo act. So then, but I'm always having guest singers, and they come in and they've got their key, and I know something, and sometimes I can transpose, and usually it's a big pain. It's on my to-do list. I'm gonna start working on that. It's all mathematical, you just think, just as you'll see from this Hegan book, this is why it's a good idea to do it his way, where, you know, if you're in the key of C and there's an F major, you think of it as a 4 chord. You don't think of it as an F. It's a 4. It's always a 4. So now if you're in B flat, the 4 chord is going to be an E flat major. So you would just know. It makes it easier to do those computations. And it's just a matter of doing it, of using it. I just don't use it enough. And I had enough stuff to figure out to learn all this, which now I know. So now maybe I'll get around to the transposing. I took one look at you. What time is it anyway? It's almost time to. I took one look at you. That's all I meant to do. And then my heart stood still. Oh yeah, my feet could step and walk. My lips could move and talk. And yet my heart stood still. Though not a single word was spoken, I could tell you knew. That hard clasp of hands told me so well. You knew I never lived at all until the thrill of that moment when my heart stood still. Oh yeah, that moment when my heart stood still. Rodgers and Hart, of course, great stuff. I love their stuff. That's from Connecticut Yankee. This is great. I've got this huge screen over here. Maybe you can see it from the far cam. See it above the, right there? I could see YouTube on that screen. It's time delay, so I'm watching probably what you're seeing, basically. But I could see the comments, which is great. I don't have to sit there and look at a phone or something. I could read them comfortably from here. The 2-5-1 blocks, the block chords. Is that what you're talking? Oh, that's great experience you had with the guitar. It's great that you got that under your belt. Yeah, it's 9:24 now, our time here. We're off by 1. You're always an hour younger than we are here in Buffalo. Oops, forgot to change that. Well, this was a fun experiment. I can't wait to go home and watch it. This is a great system for lazy people, because when I hit the button and the show's over, I'm done. I don't have to upload it. I don't have to do anything. Oh, you were with them for 2 years. That's fantastic experience. Yeah, you're good to go. 2 years experience doing that. So now it's fun. You learn like something new to put on top of that experience. That's what's great about this, you know. It's never boring because there's always something new. Like changing instruments. I'd like to thank Mr. London for tuning in live and being part of the show. And I'd also like to thank all the rerun watchers out there in the future. I'm speaking from the past to the future right now. Like it's like a time warp. Really am, right? And so thanks for watching this as a rerun. My name's Howard. I've been your piano practicer tonight. And thanks for helping me practice because, you know, you guys giving me the encouragement, knowing you're going to be watching means it's harder for me to blow off practicing. And it's also a better, it's like a performance practice, even though it's a practice, just because someone's watching. Okay, great, I see your email. We'll establish an email link. Mine is hg@howardgoldman.com. So just my initials at my name.com. Go ahead and send me an email if you want to, if you're near, well, obviously you're near your computer, and then I'll respond, and then our computers will know each other's email. All right, I'm going to go home to the wife and cat, have some dinner, and okay, great. Yeah, set your hit the bell if you haven't, the little notification thing, because you can set your settings on YouTube to notify you, and on your phone somehow. You go to apps, and I don't know exactly how to do it. I don't know how to get specific ones, but anyway, do that, and yeah, no, if I know I'm going to do it in advance, I'll let you know. Hit like on the things too. It helps to like the videos. It'll help YouTube spread the word. 3 cats and no wife. Well, that's a nice home. 3 cats. Cats are great. We love our cat. Everyone loves their cat. Our cat's a little genius, though. He looks like a movie. I mean, every parent brags about their kids, you know, and that's kind of like the way we are with our cat. But I think it's true, though. Our cat, it's like a little movie star cat, and he's a genius. Of course, I haven't known that many cats. They've all seemed like geniuses to me, and they're all great looking, come to think of it. But oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Mr. London. You might be the catalyst to launch my career on YouTube. Who knows? He loves his cement block. He does. That was a home run. He gave me a hint. We were down in the dusty basement once. I was checking the boiler to see if it was lit or something, and he's down there. Look, he loves it down there, you know, because there's all kinds of like clutter and stuff, and it's dark, and you can go behind walls and things where humans can't go. So he's down there, and I noticed he always seemed to dig this concrete block that some contractor left, and it was just sitting down there full of dust balls and stuff. It's still down there, covered with dust balls and stuff. He'd always like rub up against it and just, I don't know, he seemed fascinated by this concrete block. So I went to Home Depot just to get him a concrete block. I went there just for the purpose of getting him one. And I put it in the middle of the living room floor, and it's been there ever since. And it's his favorite thing. He loves it. You know, he looks like people think we put catnip on it or something so that he rolls around and goes crazy on it. I don't think I've ever done that. We give him catnip, but not. You don't need to with the block. He just loves the block. All right. Thanks, everybody. Oh, yeah, you're at Lounge Academy. And we're practicing tonight. Send me messages and comments and likes and subscriptions, prescriptions. You can send me your prescriptions if you don't want to send me your subscriptions. It's all the same, right? We'll see you again. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mr. London. This is great. I can press a button. I got a keypad on this thing. It's fun being streaming again. I haven't streamed since COVID. And that was on Facebook. I never did a practice like this. See you later, everybody.